The question now is, how are we going to obtain the data that we will store in our data warehouse? First, we need to analyze the systems that we have on the operational side of the business and select those that contain the relevant information we need to analyze. If it is determined that all systems are relevant, then we will extract information from all of them. In this example, we determine that the inventory system does not contain relevant information, so we will not include it. Once we have identified the systems, we will choose which information is important within each system. It is also possible that all the information is relevant or only specific data, but this will be determined for each use case. After making these selections, we then create what are known as pipelines, which will create a flow of data from the source to our data warehouse. This process is known as ETL, which stands for extract, transform, and load. This process is one of the most important, and there are even specific roles out there, such as ETL or data engineer, dedicated solely to this process. What this process do is to extract the information from the desired systems, then transform the information as needed. There are hundreds of different purposes and ways to transform data, such as changing its format, combining information from two systems or making it homogeneous, etc. These decisions depend entirely on the people who will use this information, such as managers or data analysts, but we will discuss this in more detail later. Finally, the information is loaded into the data warehouse. So, we obtain the raw data from the respective systems and process it in such a way that once loaded into the data warehouse, it can be used by analysts to answer business questions. Such questions could be, how much am I selling by product category? Or I want to see a sales trend by salesperson, etc. This last part of the whole process can be called data analysis or business intelligence. The well known roles as data analysts and business intelligence professionals who help us make better decisions based on what they discover in the data by asking these kind of questions. With this process, they have a single source of information to conduct their analysis without the need to make complex changes to the data or searching information in different places, allowing them to focus on solving business questions.